Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are going to be using the Stamparatus and we're going to make a fun wreath. I wanted to show you first of all the template that I use. Now I've done different videos on this, but the new grid sheets that are made to fit the Stamparatus will make an absolutely lovely wreath pattern. Very, very simple to do. And I put one up there to hold it down. I've laminated it so it can be slightly slippery, but I've done it that way. Sheet of 4x4. Because the grids are there, it is very easy to work out exactly where you want to put it, and then you can measure it from each one of those, mark it out exactly at 4x4, and I've done it at 5x5 as well. You can see that the points will go exactly where you want them, and as I say, you can do many. You can do a few. I've actually taken one down for a 3x3 as well. But this is what I use all the time because it's very simple, very easy to do. So we have a piece of 4x4 and we are using the Butterfly Gala, which I absolutely love. Now, this little tiny butterfly from the Butterfly Gala, which is this one, is very easy to do a lovely pretty pattern with. So let's go ahead, and we're using Highland Heather and we're going to use powder pink. So whoops, let's just open that pad without throwing it all over the floor, and we're going to ink it up and then just move it across with the hinge and just put it down like that. Then we can move it across to the next one. It's quite difficult with my lights to see it completely accurately because I don't want to stick my head over the top, but we should be all right. Then we're going to move it round again, and basically you just work it round. There are various different templates out there that you can use. This works for me. I know some people like the ones that are cut out, that have sort of little circular bits to work with. As I say, this is the one that I find has worked for me, and I like using this one. So it's whatever works for you, but it's really great to do some pretty fun wreaths and get these lovely circles going. So let's just move it round again and make sure that I've got it lined up. As I say, I can't get my head over it, so it's it should be okay. This one in on there. Work it round again. Ink it up. Now you can put these onto ink spots if you don't like getting your pad on ink on your plate, but I don't mind. I just wipe it off with my Simply Chamois when I've finished, which I've just thought is actually in the kitchen because I've just cleaned it. One in there, so I shall have to whiz out and get that in a minute. Last one on here. It does 8 in a pattern, which is really good. So that one on there, and that's our 8 in the Highland Heather. Now we're going to use the powder pink, and I'm just going to go and grab my Simply Chamois. Always helps if you have everything ready, but as I say, as you know from me, I tend to fly off the hoof. So, but the Simply Chamois is just perfect for just cleaning off the little bits and pieces around the side. Okay, so now I'm just going to dry it a little bit. We're going to use powder pink now. And what we want to do is, before I actually use that, is we need to turn it round like this. So we've got it back at the beginning on there. And we are going to then line up the butterfly in the little space in between, and it fits literally tip to tip. Whoops. Like that, just get it lined up where you want it. Then we can pick it up again. And this time we're using the powder pink. Now, because it literally comes tip to tip, I wanted a pale colour in between so that it will then just give that little tiny pale bit in there. And then pick it up and move it around. So we've got next one. I think the powder pink is a lovely pale pastel-y pink colour, and as I say, it because it literally goes tip to tip, if you use a pale and a dark colour, then you're not going to have that the butterfly sort of going into the other piece, which you wouldn't want. Yes, you can mask it off if you want to, but this is just a really simple way of using this outside piece to give sort of like a nice pretty wreath or circle. I always think of wreaths for Christmas, so I think this is more a sort of a circular pattern, but I really do love using the Stamparatus for doing this, because it is it's so easy and you can achieve some absolutely beautiful looks. This is something that's very simple to achieve. And get up again, because you get 8 going round, so you have 8 of each one going round each one of the corners. So you can do flowers and all sorts of things. As I say, I thought that this would be wasn't very good. I thought this would be quite fun. And we've got the last one on here. Again, it's great for doing just pretty patterns and things. And once you get into the habit of getting your Stamparatus out all the time, as I say, I use it for absolutely everything. Particularly sentiments as well. I find that, you know, sometimes you've finished a project and it's looking all beautiful, and then you go to stamp your sentiment and you just don't get it completely inked up, and that can be a real issue. Now, I never keep the 2 magnets together, so I always keep one of the magnets out of the way. So let's just clean that piece up, and that's all we need the Stamparatus for at the moment. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. And then with what we've done on here, I'm going to show you something that I think is something I just discovered. I was doing a birthday card, and I'll show you that at the end. And in the well-written framelits dies, they are lovely because there are so many dies in there. You have all the beautiful sentiments, and you have flowers, and you have swirls, and you have a lovely little butterfly. Now, this butterfly is almost the same size as the little butterflies from the one we've just used, the Butterfly Gala. So it's almost the same size. I say almost, not quite. So what I've done is I've cut out already a couple, and if you just put them on there, they are almost the same size. Yes, you have a little tiny bit of the top of the wing showing, but to be quite honest, to add a little bit of an embellishment over the top, I think they work really well. And they just make it, because obviously this is a fairly plain background, it would just make, there's me trying to line it up, I'm not going to glue it all down now, it will make a lovely little piece to go round. So how did I finish this card off? Well, I will show you the one I've done. As I say, I wanted to make a birthday card, so this was 4x4, and it fits absolutely perfectly round, as you can see. So what I did was, on the finished card, which is this one, is I took the largest stitched shaped circle and cut that out of the centre, and as you can see, that fits perfectly in around on the centre of the butterflies. I then gold embossed the happy, again from the set that coordinates with the dies, so well written and well said go together. Took the birthday out, did both of those in gold, just added some embellishments on there, and then I just took one of those because I thought that that worked quite well. But as I say, ideas for you more than a completed thing, but I just thought that it would be something that would make some pretty finishes on a card, this lovely little butterfly, which just literally fits over the top and adds as an extra embellishment. So as I say, this was one which is a birthday card that I've got to do. Very pretty, very beautiful, and as I say, you have that lovely butterflies all the way around the outside. So quick one today, but thank you so much for watching me, and I do look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.